Angry guy here, and white men are replacing white women with Asian women. Guys, help me to get to 100,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button if you already haven't, and turning on notifications to never miss another video again, and also like the video because YouTube likes when you do that. Today we're discussing why white men are replacing white women with Asian women. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
Male Asian female is improbably the most common interracial couple. They are a quarter of all interracial marriages. Despite Asian women being only 8% of married women, they almost outnumber Asian male, white male, black male, white male, Asian female couples are statistically weak.
Now, guys, I mean, that's pretty darn interesting, isn't it? Are men walking away from Western society, saying that we're done? We're done with the nonsense. We're done with the games. We're done with everything. We're instead choosing to focus on ourselves and our own happiness. We're not going to play anymore with Karen and Keisha. We're done with that. We're done with the games. We're done with the foolishness. We're done with it all. And women will have to live with that forever. Let's check out this video, which shows this man who moved from the United States to the Philippines, and he's living with his Asian wife. And he even went as far as getting her implants. So he basically did a whole Build-A-Bear workshop. This guy's around 5'10", 5'11". He is ripped, absolutely jacked. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Women in Western society will no longer have access to these men. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video now.
You okay? We'll be back. You want a banana? No? Now we're ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Arlene?
Yes, kuya.
This is fun.
Oh, by Sibulan. Ayan. Oh, okay. Just have it.
Okay, we gotta drop, Harleen, we have to drop off a package?
Yeah, kaya.
Okay.
Ahong Sibulan.
Alright, cheap delivery.
Yeah, with a free delivery.
Harleen?
Yeah.
Alright, we are now at the hotel. We just got in Dumaguete. Traffic is crazy, so trying to record it, well, it wouldn't be something pretty you'd want to watch anyways. And now my wife is rushing to the room. Why, honey?
Call of nature.
Call of nature, yes. Okay. Technical difficulty?
Help me, guys. Why is that it click?
Alright, the man will have to do it. Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you.
This place isn't really fancy, or this this side of the hotel isn't fancy per se. Not our favorite place to go, but definitely not on our hate list. We're over at the Bethel Guest House. It actually has a pretty view on the ocean side if they had rooms, but either way, we're only here for one night, so we really don't care too much, and they have a decent breakfast downstairs, so anyways. You're okay?
Yep.
She peed, so she's fine now. Okay, we are going to leave the hotel. We're going to leave our car here because if you know Dumaguete at all, traffic is crazy, and it took us a long time to even park at the hotel. And I do not want to drive over to the mall and not be able to park. And I will drive around circles around the mall an average of 8 times to find a parking spot. I'm not doing it. We're just going to get a tricycle and we'll take a ride over there.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're not moving. This is Dumaguete. Not sure why so many people want to live here. Every time we're here, we want to go home. Salamat. How much do we just pay for that, honey?
I give him 60.
You Gave him 60 peso to get us from Bethel, which is down on the boulevard, all the way over to the mall. Robinson, sorry, I should have explained which mall.
Usually it's just 40, so I just give it extra, so it's happy.
Yeah, like she's saying, in case you couldn't hear, normally she would give 40, but he drove us here very fast and almost killed us 4 times, so she gave him 60 to be generous. And one of my favorite places to grab a snack, because I can get rice and eggs, so it's halfway healthy. Anyway, it's not completely healthy. It's got too much salt and sugar, but either way, it's at least halfway healthy. At least it's real food. Yes, food. Okay, she just got a side of noodles. She's hungry. We don't normally eat noodles because we don't ever eat this kind of stuff, but I got a side of rice with 3 eggs on top, so at least I can get my proteins and carbs in. Again, I'm not saying it's healthy, but at least it's real food. It's rice and eggs, which is better than getting some fast food or something like that. Okay, we are now full. We are going to head into Robinson's department store. It is rather hectic here at the mall, but she needs to first find 2 presents for her godchildren. Right? Yeah. Anyways, her niece and her, no, wait. 2 of her cousins. So anyways, long story short, so she's got to find 2 presents for them, and I'm looking for baseline G-Shock or nicer Casio watch for Anthony, which is the guy. I always call him a kid that works for us, but I want to get him a real one, not the kind that he's always wearing, because I know it's a replica, it's not real.
You know, guys, it's pretty amazing. I wanted you guys to see some of that video because this illustrates how men are walking away from Western society, relationships in Western society, going overseas and starting new lives of happiness with Filipino wives and other women who appreciate them and celebrate them. It's important that men wake up and realize that you have value. You are born with value. Men are born with more value than women. It is in Western society where men are conditioned to believe that women have more value than they do just at the time of birth. How does that make sense? Outside of reproductive value, what value do women have compared to men? They are good helpers when they want to be. They are good, they can mimic, but in terms of creating, in terms of protecting, in terms of providing, men are built with these things. Men are born with these things. In terms of attractiveness, men are attractive. Like I said, if you go back to the Roman Empire, to Greece, to so many different countries and eras, men were the ideal image of beauty. They were the standard of beauty. When you walked around, you would see all these statues of men, and then maybe 1 or 2 of women here and there. The male figure was considered to be the most beautiful figure. Things changed as a result of the simp in Western society. This is a very recent occurrence where women are placed on this pedestal. How did it happen? A big part of it was when women got the right to vote. They got the right to vote without having to register for the draft. And it was like a series and a spiral from there of them gaining more and more rights without responsibilities, where they are bailed out of every bad decision that they make. So those rights are actually privileges. Rights without responsibilities are not rights. They are privileges. And guess what? They can be taken away very, very easily. Because if you receive something that you did not earn and you received it unjustly, nothing lasts forever. And when you continue to demand these things and you take advantage of said power as well, at said privilege, this is what we call tyranny. And we all know what happens to tyrants. Women will not be able to continue on in Western society like this. There will be many chinks in the armor, many cracks, and they're the ones who are putting it there. I've said this already, that in 10 years, people will say How did women in Western society end up in the terrible state and condition that they are in? You're going to have women living in extraordinary poverty, extraordinary destitution, high levels of sadness, high levels of self-deletion. Millennial women are now passing away at rates higher than women of the silent generation, people born in 1928. They are living shorter lives than women who were born almost 100 years ago. Their well-being, their mental health, everything, their physical health is actually below women who were born 100 years ago. Millennial women and Gen Z women are passing away rapidly in their late 20s and early 30s. And they're trying to make up a series of reasons for this. Oh, it has to do with women's health care and women not having access or unlimited access to deleting their gestation when they want to. That makes literally no sense whatsoever. Oh, it's because there's not enough money being spent. Oh, there's not enough focus being put on women. Oh, it's because men are not pulling their roles in the households anymore. But many of these women are not even married. Most of these women are not even married. So what does this tell you? And they're earning they earn the majority of all college degrees. They've entered the workforce at massive rates. They're exceeding in the workforce more than men. They are out earning men in the workforce when you adjust for education, number of years work and experience. They're out earning men by significant amounts, and yet they're falling into states of poverty, destitution, struggling with severe mental health issues, and they're passing away rapidly. After 2019, things just accelerated and women began passing away, and all the gains that they've made over the last 100 years, almost 100 years, are now gone. And it's increasing with each and every single year. They are passing away at alarming rates. What's causing it? These are consequences of feminism. Guys, white men are replacing white women with Asian women, and it's only going to accelerate. As you can see from the video I showed you earlier, white men marrying Asian women is quite weird, as Asian women only make up 8.2% of all marriages. And yet, when it comes to white men marrying Asian women, they make up 25% of all marriages. That's madness. So what is the future? The future is a future where women in Western society are being replaced by foreign women. We're seeing it happen with the passport kings, and it's only going to continue to accelerate. The black guys are doing it rapidly. They're doing it rapidly. The white guys, I told you, when the white guys start doing this in large numbers, the white guys were the original passport bros. But when these white guys start doing this stuff in large numbers, it is going to suck hundreds of billions of dollars out of Western society, out of just the United States alone. It will suck hundreds of billions of dollars out of the country every single year. And these men are going to take their talent, they're going to take everything, they're going to bring that overseas and start building their businesses overseas. They may form an LLC in the United States, but they're going to build their business outside of the United States. And it's going to create massive wealth. It is going to result in one of the largest transfers of wealth in world history. It will, again, I will repeat, it is going to result in one of the largest transfers of wealth in the history of the world. Guys, please help me to hit 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't done so. Go ahead and like the video and turn on notifications so you never miss another video again. I want to know what you guys think regarding this. White men are replacing white women with Asian women. Let's talk more about this in the comments. I want to hear what you think. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA and men walking away and cheers.